And welcome, folks. This is Vincent Polite, joined in the booth by Robert Guitron, future Hall of Famer.
Oh, Jesus.
Cyberball Smackdown 2019. We're viewing some first-round action. Tom and James from Texas facing off against Phillip and Pat from Tennessee. Mr. Guitron, what do you see in this matchup?
Well, you know, I've seen Tom and James play quite a few times, and I got to say they've been getting better every time. So, I mean, I have them favored by a little bit. Maybe about, give them about a 10-point spread here on this game.
10-point spread? All right, well, let's look at. Tom and James are on offense, playing the Thunder, an immediate big play for a touchdown.
Right off the bat. Right off the bat. They're going to be tough to beat in this game.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. I mean, you can't give up easy plays like that soon. Going for the extra point. And that was an angry blitz to end the extra point attempt.
Well, I mean, you got to get back at them somehow for scoring so quickly, right?
Absolutely. All right, well, let's see what Phillip and Pat can do on special teams. Receiving the ball. Looks like Tom and James are being very aggressive.
And I think they should be against this team because they are the underdogs. So you might as well take a few chances.
Oh. A clever pitch. Saves the hit by going out of bounds.
Could have used that crackback block right there, but.
True. This is an interesting play. A lot of things can happen. 3 spots spread very far apart. Oh, and he takes the sack.
Not a lot of people have trouble on that play there because it's just a lot of things happening. It takes a while to develop.
Right.
Wow.
That's a good tackle.
What a hit. Right over the middle.
Ball's warm. People are open. It's a good play.
You just want to get it right by the diffuse line, have a chance, give yourself a chance to get the diffuse.
That's a big challenge of Cyberball. Ultimately, you know, you don't have to take too many chances. There is no official punting in Cyberball, so field position is very crucial. And turning the ball over early in the count is bad.
Critical. This is it. Got to get the diffuse or they're done.
Oh,
no.
Took the sack.
Oh, no.
All right, now Phillip and Pat have to buckle down on defense. There isn't going to be an additional defuse. You have 39 yards to go.
That was almost a game-changing play right there because of the score, early lead, and, you know.
So far, James and Tom are playing it very careful and safe.
We actually just played Tom and James a couple games ago, and it was a dismantling. It was, but hopefully they can bounce back from that.
He's fading back far, spins the safety.
Ooh.
That's a great gain. All right, they have 2 plays. 2 chances to punch it into the end zone. On the 1.
James looks like he got a little bit of some swag back. Hopefully he could carry that through. Oh, no, what a hold.
That's a great goal line stand. Let's see what they can do with the ball back on the 1-yard line.
It's always tough being pinned back here on the 1. You know, it's dangerous. I've seen many players actually give up the safety because they just don't even want to deal with it.
That's true. I mean, the safety, even though you do give up those 2 points, it's an 80-yard shift in field position. There you go. Maybe they hurt us. It's all right. It's still a 1-possession game, 8-0.
You can always go for 2 in Cyberball with a run play. Pass plays 1, run plays 2.
I mean, if you had any advice to give Team Tennessee at this point in the game, what would it be, Rob?
I would say, you know, just keep playing sturdy. You don't need to take big chances, but you do want to play a little aggressive against this team. But play steady. You know, Don't take big chances.
Ooh.
And they got the ball right back.
Yeah. You know, and you have to have a mix. You know, it's like if you become too predictable, too conservative, then the defense can just tee off on you, right?
Absolutely.
Let's see. Right now, the Tennessee defense is doing better than the offense, pushing them back. Sack of 5 yards. Nice catch.
They seem to be really Phillip and Pat seem to be a defensive team, so they got to figure out a way to get their offense going a little bit, and they could be right in there.
Oh, wow. Little mix-up in the backfield. Sack for a loss.
Dark, warm, almost like a 2nd and goal.
All right, it's about here that you're either going for chunk yardage or just punting the ball.
It's essentially 2 plays to get a touchdown. There's no more diffuse. They already did that. So this is it.
Anything can happen on critical. We have seen Tom and Jim give up big plays in the past.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh! That was a great punt, but at the cost of their primary wide receiver. They're going to have to earn a lot of money to make that player dangerous again.
So when you blow up a player like that, basically he slows down. He downgrades a level, and that's exactly what happened. Wow.
An instant turnover.
Like I said, they are a defensive unit. You know, they got to figure out a way to get the ball in the end zone now.
Well, what do you think of Team Texas' strategy there? I mean, they didn't have to turn over the ball.
Well,
they didn't even have to pass.
I feel like they're leaning a little bit too much on their passing game. Maybe thinking of they had a couple big losses already, so that could be factoring in. Oh, what a play.
Wow.
What a play.
That is big.
Squeezed it right in.
You know, you're looking at a 12-point turnaround right now. At one point they were knocking on the door, could have been 14-0, and now they have a chance to tie or at least be only down by 1.
It's never really recommended to pass on Cole unless, you know, I mean, of course there's sometimes you're going to do that, but generally speaking, you kind of want to get a few run plays in there. Let your offense get a few chances there.
Yeah, just get positive yards, right?
Exactly.
For folks new to the game, Cyberball is very much akin to American football with some subtle differences. It's 7-on-7 with 3 drones acting on the line. There is no such thing as a first down. Instead, we call it a defuse line. It sits at the halfway point of the field. The ball keeps getting hotter each time a play happens and a player gets tackled. Once you get to critical ball, the next tackle will explode the player carrying the ball unless they get past either the defuse line or score a touchdown. Anything else to add?
I think that you pretty much hit it right on the head. It's kind of like touch football, flag football, I would say. You know, it's like flag football. Basically, you touch a player, right, and that's going to be a tackle in this game. So, not a lot of room for computer assistance in that, which is why we like it.
Well, and there are a couple of things, too. Strategic aspects of the game are there's actually a budget. If you're looking at the screen, you'll see money at the bottom of the screen. Anytime you defuse the ball, get a turnover, score a touchdown, you get a little more money in the bank. Now, every time a player gets hit with the ball, they get damaged. Well, that damage takes money to repair. So there's sort of a give and take as far as, like, you can't keep going to the same player all the time. Otherwise, you'll see, like in this case, a player smoking or on fire. And if they're on fire, whoa, that's a great play.
Great play.
If they're on fire, they have a chance to explode and fumble the ball and cause a turnover.
Back to what I was saying about the, I just want to touch on that one more time about the computer assistance. You know, you have games like John Madden football, for example, where there can just be a random fumble. Sometimes you intercept, sometimes you don't. That's pretty much taken out of this game. That's what makes it unique. So you're there as a defensive player and the ball gets there, you're 9 times out of 10 going to intercept, and you know when it's coming. So
Right, so it's very causal. Like you basically control whether or not you're going to actually get a turnover or not.
Right. This is a huge, huge drive right here.
Yeah, and this is a safe pass play. The 3 spots are so far apart, it's very difficult to guard all 3. So it's up to the quarterback to just make the right decision.
They got 2 plays to get it in here. You know, this could change the whole outlook of the game, because you get a score right here heading into the half. That's big with the lead. Oh, wow.
Ooh. Diving at the 1 critical ball. This is a big play. Team Tennessee going with a tight bunch set. Wow.
What a play. We're going to see that again. Anytime you get a touchdown on a critical, it's always an instant replay.
What should have Texas done if you had to do it all over again? What could they have done differently?
You know, they applied some pressure there. It looked like they were just a little rattled, to be honest with you, and shook up from that quick interception they just threw on their previous offensive possession.
All right, well, now it's 13-8. Team Texas will be getting the ball. We'll see if they can mount a response. Special teams is Tom Chauvin's forte. Fortunately, he gets tackled for a loss. Okay, so now again, we see Jim calling a pass play deep in his own territory.
I'd really like to see him run right here.
Okay, and it looks like he is running an option. Took what the defense gave them, picked up some short yards.
I'd say that was a pretty safe play right there. He didn't do anything too crazy. You got to regroup, get your bearings, you know.
So it seems like halftime is pretty much a good deal here. Say hi to the folks on the camera.
What you want to do right here is buy some players halftime. Use that money wisely.
Okay, we're back in the second half. Team Texas still facing some challenges, but now they're giving Tom the opportunity to run. Two plays left. They only need 10, 11 yards to hit the defuse line. Let's see what they can do with this. James rolling out left.
I really like what they're doing this possession. You know, they're trying to do some ball control with the short passing game. That's fine. You don't have to necessarily run the ball, but you do have to control that clock a little bit.
This could be a big play.
Beautiful pass over the middle.
It was a great pass. Team Tennessee's lucky it didn't go for a touchdown.
You'll see that receiver just shoot out over the middle, and he threw it right away.
Some little subtle things as a wide receiver. If he was facing up instead of sideways, he could have broke for a long gain.
A little stutter step at the line.
Still picking up positive yardage, and that's important.
I got to say, this is probably their best offensive possession so far.
Have to be careful. That's good. Tackled out of bounds. You saw the player on fire explode.
So because the player was on fire, they knew he was about to fumble on his next hit. What they did was they ran him towards the sideline, knowing if you angle it correctly, the ball's going to go out of bounds.
Ooh, that's a nice cut. All you can ask for, 10 yards to try and make a play in the end zone.
Two critical balls on this possession. You really want to convert this right here. Oh, man.
Throw was a little late.
It hurts because they really, really had a good drive going, and then to come up short like that's a backbreaker sometimes.
But now they're still in good position defensively. Wow, very patient. That's second down. The ever dangerous Showtime set. The other thing that's interesting is that the temperature of the ball rises often depending on how long you possess the ball. The longer a play runs, the hotter the ball can get. So there's a strategy in terms of how you do your play calls and how quickly you get tackled, because sometimes you want to have more plays to try and get positive yardage.
Phil and Pat are really impressing me from this year compared to last year. I mean, it's a huge difference already. For them to be hanging with this team and winning actually at the moment.
That's true. They have the lead.
It's really impressive. Like I said, I saw the line before the game started, and Vegas did have them Tom and James favored by 10.
And right now, because it's a low-scoring game, a lot of players are burning. And so it's a challenge to manage these players and not create a turnover opportunity that could cost them the game.
And long drives, too. You know, a lot of hits equals more smoke and fire.
Now, around here, I would look to take some shots downfield. There's often a time period where the defense may be lulled to sleep, not thinking that the offense is going to take a chance, and then they get burned deep.
This is going to be, this should be an exciting play right here. Tried. They tried to make something happen. And this is it. They got to get in, or it's a turnover.
It's going to be tough. The wide receivers take a little while to get to their spots on the field.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's a big turnover.
That's a big turnover. Wow. What a return.
Right now, Tennessee seems to be in control of this game, but it's still only in one possession.
Team Tennessee has taken a commanding lead, I would say, possession-wise. And they're playing really smart.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they didn't need to take a chance on that play. Ran, got some gains. Oh, wow. He squeezed that in there. This is a play that could break Texas.
Wow. That is huge. Two possessions.
That's tough. If you don't put pressure on fire out, all the receivers eventually get open.
I'm a little surprised they didn't purchase the receiver right there, though. You always want to get speed on the field, and receiver in this game is very, very important. Fastest guy on the field is a magnesium receiver.
That's another aspect for the newcomers to the game. There are three types of teams: a running team, an option team, and a passing team. Both of the teams on the field today are passing teams, so as a result, their most powerful players are their wide receivers. So in the first half, seeing a wide receiver getting blown up can be a huge setback to the team. I think this is good. You want to get Tom involved. If your right side player all of a sudden starts feeling like he's an accessory, he can tune out. And you need them both on offense and defense.
That was almost the game, folks. Interception right there would have been critical.
That's a great blitz call right there.
Team Tennessee defense is just superb. They are just doing all the right things right now. Wow.
It's a good catch. But
such patience. Such patience. He didn't even use his turbo to make that tackle.
they're still not buying the wide receiver.
Surprising.
How much money do they have?
They have a huge bankroll as well, $95K in their account.
I guess they're not taking any chances.
It's always good to play conservative to a certain point, but there is a fine line. And there you go. They must have heard us.
So, I mean, right now we're viewing what's possibly a shocking upset in the making. I mean, this is the Team Texas that actually made it to the finals last year, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. This is a top-tier team. Most would agree. They haven't looked themselves, though, this whole tournament, I would probably say. I'm not sure if it's jet lag or what, but.
It could be. And the other thing is, I mean, a lot of these guys, we fly out to Vegas every year. We don't get a chance to really play this game as often as maybe we would like to be sharp.
Absolutely.
Okay, tight end going out. Again, Tennessee just playing it smart, getting positive yardage.
Some ball control offense. I mean,
it's a 2-possession game, and time is the enemy. Oh, wow.
Ran it a little different right there, but it kind of worked out. I mean, as long as you have a chance to get it in right here, you're good.
Okay, you got to pay attention to who can score. Hopefully Tom on the right side.
Right there. And that's the nail, folks. That's the nail.
Yeah, on that play, it's tough, but, Tom has to recognize immediately that he has to come over to help on the wide receiver. It's very unlikely that tight end will make it in the end zone, even if he makes that pass.
I mean, now we're talking 3-possession game with the final period, not even a full period. It's going to be nearly impossible to come back from this.
For Team Texas to make its way back to the finals, they're going to probably have to do it from the losers bracket this year. But good for Team Tennessee.
Absolutely. Not a whole lot of teams in this year's tournament, but I would say there's a lot of parity. Looks like it could be anybody's game today, anybody's tournament.
Who are you looking at as being dangerous in this tournament?
Oh man, you got to go with. You always got to go with the guys who have the most experience playing together, and that's going to be Fred and Gus. They have probably more than 4 times the next team's experience playing together as a team. So
that's true. They're a tough team. We had to face them in the qualifying rounds. I think we ended up winning by a single possession at the end of the game.
It was. We pulled it off in the end. A little too close for comfort, but a win's a win. It's all said and done.
We shall take it. And it was a good early test.
Yeah, absolutely. But I would still have to say, just because of the experience factor, they're probably at least the co-favorite.
Absolutely. Okay, we're down to the last 2 minutes.
This game is over.
Yeah, let's just see, I guess, what Tennessee does. I mean, technically, do they even want to show off their playbook at this point?
And they're not afraid at all, as you can see by that. Just tossing the field down.
They're getting a lot of confidence.
Absolutely, yeah. They're going to be a tough match for whoever plays them next. I wouldn't want to play them next. And fortunately, we're not going to. So
that's true. Wow.
I think Team Tennessee's just working on some stuff at this point. They know this is a win already.
I had the pleasure of playing Pat last year in singles, and this was the first year, or last year was the first year that Tennessee was represented here at Cyberball Smackdown, and he's great. Gave me all I could handle and then some.
Speaking of which, I believe after this doubles tournament, there's a singles tournament, so that should be exciting.
That's true. Are you going to be participating this year?
This year, I'm going to go ahead and sit out. I just really want to spectate and just look, just because I think there's some good talent, and it's going to be fun to watch.
So you're going to be watching from the commentator booth?
I'm sure I'll get a game in or so. I would love to do that. So we'll see what happens.
Nice. Yeah, at this point, I mean, I think Jim just needs to work out some kinks with Tom. Maybe get a defuse, get a score in, feel good about themselves for the next game.
It should be, yeah.
Down to the last 10 seconds.
This is it.
1, maybe 2 plays. This is a long developing play. This will probably be the last one. And that's it.
And that's it. Well, it was a good game.
Congratulations, Team Tennessee. Absolutely. They showed us something today.
It's been fun.
Yeah. Well, this is Vincent signing off with Rob. Thanks for having us. We'll see you next time.